okay, I gotta stop. No more expenses. I gotta start saving up and be financially responsible. Okay, maybe one last time. So, I was supposed to go on a trip to Canada with my family before the official start of the fall semester. But we had to cancel it because of some conflicts in our schedule. I was pretty bummed about it, but I just thought to myself that maybe this is not the time for me to go to Canada. Maybe it's reserved for some other time. But then this friend from California, she was like, "Hey, let's meet up in Quebec. Like, you're here and I'm here. We're both in the US. So let's meet up in Quebec." And I was like, why not in the US? And then I realized that I have another friend. We have another friend from Vancouver. And he literally doesn't have a US visa. And I have a Canadian visa. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. But the thing is, I was hesitant because I just splurged on some concert tickets for Sabrina Carpenter and 17. And I literally just went all out. And to be fair, I have been a carrot for such a long time. And this is probably my first and I don't know, maybe the last time that I'm ever gonna see them in person. So I just went all out, splurged. And I'm a little short on funds. So I was like, okay, I'm not sure about this. But as you can see right now, I am packing for Canada. And I literally just thought to myself, ¿Qué será, será? So here we are, sipping coffee in the sunny Quebec City, catching up with friends who once seemed worlds away. I've always thought of coming to Canada, but I did not expect that day would be today. 13-year-old me never would have thought that she'd be where she is today, in a place where she thought she'd only hear from stories of her uncles and cousins. I've honestly gone to more places this year than all the places I've been to in the previous years combined. Why, you say? Well, for one, I am such a homebody, and two, being hailed from a third world country, booking flights and going on trips are considered a luxury. Though I'm just a graduate student with a measly income, I'd say that I am now more capable of going to places I've never gone and doing things I've never done. Lately, I've been thinking about what it means to be here, to truly show up for your own life. For years, I've coasted through doing what was expected of me, sticking to routines and staying within the boundaries I'd drawn for myself. I'd tell myself, one day I'll travel, or one day I'll take more risk, but that day always seemed too far away to reach. Showing up for myself, for the possibilities of my life, always felt like something for later. But now, standing in Quebec City, surrounded by old friends and possibilities, I realized that later never really comes unless you choose it. I didn't get here by waiting for everything to fall into place. I got here by showing up, one decision at a time. It started with little moments like saying yes to opportunities that I usually would have turned down, or even impulsively booking that flight when part of me still wondered if I should. Money will come back, but you'll never be in your 20s again, basking under the warm Canadian sun. This is how my friend convinced me to come to this trip. I'm grateful for the privilege that I have, even if it's something I never thought I'd call privilege before. Money was meant for necessities, not for flights or vacations. That's what I've always thought growing up. All of those just felt unattainable. And yet here I am because I chose to say yes, to trust that there's more to life than waiting for the right time or saving for some distant future that might never arrive. Hey, we're 1.8 kilometers away from parking from station. Oh my god, no, I don't want to butcher it. Station Naman de la Peron. What the shit? A wild Pokemon appeared. I admit, I've been a little reckless and impractical. And I'm not telling you to do the same. But sometimes being reckless is all you need to loosen up and breathe. No, I'm not telling you to throw all caution to the wind or to make decisions that could set you back in serious ways. But I'm saying that there's a certain kind of magic in taking a chance, in taking a step into the unknown, and trusting that you'll figure it out along the way. Sometimes we're so wrapped up in being practical that we forget the importance of joy, of spontaneity, of doing something just because it makes us feel good. And maybe that's the most practical thing of all. Because how are we supposed to keep pushing forward, working hard and achieving all these goals we set for ourselves if we never give ourselves permission to enjoy the journey? I think back to how I almost didn't go on this trip. How easy it would have been to say no. I would have saved some money, stayed on top of my studies, kept everything neat and orderly. But I also would have missed this. The laughter, the new memories, the sense of freedom that comes from stepping outside your comfort zone. So yeah, I've been a little reckless. And maybe I'll regret a few of my choices down the line. But right now, I don't regret a thing. Because I've learned that showing up for your life sometimes means embracing the unknown. Leaning into the moments that feel a little wild, a little risky, and trusting that those are the moments that will shape you the most. So no, I'm not telling you to be reckless all the time, but I'm telling you that sometimes a little recklessness is exactly what you need to remind yourself that you're not just here to survive. You're here to live. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. And what has been in this moment is everything I didn't even know I needed. So now I'm back from my trip, and I gotta say that it was a really fun time. I went there in the middle of the semester and everything was really hectic with my lab works, and I just felt like I needed some time out. And I personally feel that trip came at the perfect time just for me to have a little breather away from some lab works and, reuniting with old friends was a really nice experience. Just catching up, talking about how our lives have been, and yeah, it was a really fun time. So I promised to myself though that that'll be the last time I'm ever gonna go on a trip. No, actually I still have another one. I forgot that I still have to go to Chicago for 17's concert. But yeah, after that, that'll be the last one. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you on my next one. Bye bye.